here, and I'm sharing today one of my favorite breathing techniques. This is called 4-7-8 breathing. It's one of my favorite techniques, but it's also one of the favorite techniques that I teach to my students and my supervisees and clients. So this is the breathing technique that most people come back and say that this has been the most helpful for them of all the breathing exercises or breathing techniques that we try. So I thought I would share it with you all. You may have heard of 4-7-8 breathing. It comes from yoga. And I'm a yogi and a big believer in the power of the breath. So I would invite you to try this as often as you would like. So what I'm going to do is explain 4-7-8, then I'll demonstrate 4-7-8, and then talk a little bit about how you might use it or how I use it, and it might be helpful for you. So 4-7-8 is a breathing technique where you breathe in for 4 breaths through the nose. And in yoga breathing, we usually like to relax the tongue, relax the jaw, and if you can, keep your tongue just right at the back of your teeth, like that, and close your mouth and breathe in through your nose. But if you don't remember to do that, it's not a big deal. But you breathe in through your nose for a count of 4, you hold for 7, and then you breathe out and exhale for a count of 8. So it's super simple, it takes about 30 seconds to do. You can do it anywhere, but when you're breathing in through your nose for 4, you hold for 7, and then you breathe forcefully out your mouth. So like that. So you may not be able to do that just anywhere, but I do this while I'm driving, if I'm stuck in traffic. I do this every morning and every night. So when I wake up, and then when I'm getting ready to go to bed. So let me demonstrate it, and then we'll talk a little bit about how you might use it. So breathing in, so I'm going to count at a pace that works for me, and then you can breathe along if you'd like. You might find that a different pace works better for you, which is totally fine. So you want to do whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, so here we go. And breathe normally, and that's it. That's all. So I do this religiously twice a day. I have found if you will do it religiously for at least twice a day for about 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, but usually about 4 weeks, you will see wonderful benefits physiologically in your body. So I am always cold, and I have cold hands and cold feet, and this has helped with my circulation. This definitely helps with my mood. So if I am upset about something, I just do 4-7-8. Sometimes when you're upset, your body needs you to do something. But often when we're upset, it's really just running in our minds. And so we need to tell our body that it's not time to fight or flee or flop. It's time to actually relax and rest and digest. So essentially what you're doing is eliciting the relaxation response, which is the opposite of the stress response. So you can use this, and sometimes when you first start, you might be a little lightheaded. That goes away. I've never experienced that, but some of my students have, and that goes away. But then you can start using it anytime you want. You can do it as many times during the day as you want, but you only need to do 4 breaths. You can do less if you have less time, but really to benefit from it fully, 4 breaths. You can increase that to 8 breaths when you're comfortable if you would like, but you really only need 4 breaths, a minimum of twice a day. And then you can, like I said, I use it when I'm sitting in traffic, or if someone cuts you off and you're mad about it, you might try 4-7-8. You wake up in the middle of the night, or like me, my dogs get me up in the middle of the night, and then I'm laying in bed and I can't fall back asleep. 4, 7, 8, 4 breaths, done, back to sleep. So, and like I said, I do it in the morning, and then I do it in the evening before I go to sleep, and it helps me relax. It's just basically telling the body that it's time to relax and digest. So before you eat, great idea to do 4, 7, 8 to get the parasympathetic nervous system, that vagus nerve, the biggest nerve you got that connects your brain to your gut, tells your gut and your body, well, I guess it tells your brain, that it's time to rest and digest, not time to be all stressed. Because a lot of us, we start eating and aren't even aware of the first few bites that we've even had. So this is a great practice. Also, if you practice mindfulness, you can incorporate this 4, 7, 8 into your mindfulness practice. So traffic, when you're angry, sleep, cravings. Great for cravings. So before you go for whatever it is that you're craving, so if you're craving food, ice cream, something like that, do 4, 7, 8, and then see how you're feeling, before you act on that craving. And anytime you're stressed and it's not actually time to do something about that, to take an action, then you can use 4, 7, 8. So hopefully it helps you as much as it helps me. Have a great day.